today I'm going to be making one of my favorite desserts. It's really fast, really easy, and it's good for you. Those are three things that I like to try to aim for when I'm making recipes, and that's what this one is all about. It is using an entire bag of frozen berries, and I also use 2 unrefined sweeteners, maple syrup and whole cane sugar. I preheated my oven to 375. Next, we're gonna sift our dry ingredients. In an effort to make things a little healthier, I opted for whole wheat pastry flour. This is the whole cane sugar. You can use whatever sugar you want. If you want to use regular sugar or brown sugar, it's just a less refined option. In there, I have a teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground nutmeg. This is an 1/8 teaspoon of allspice and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to go ahead and sift all those ingredients. So the whole cane sugar, not as small as a regular sugar crystal. It's all right, just toss it back in there. And I will furthermore whisk it. Okay, so I just put in, I had a little camera glitch. I put in 1 3/4 cups of rolled oats, and then I put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/4 cup of melted refined coconut oil. I use the refined because if I use the regular, you get that coconutty flavor, which is okay. I just didn't want it this time. So once you toss that in, turns a little sandy. This is going to be the topping for the crisp. Okay, so once that's all done, we're going to set this to the side and start with our berries. So this was just one bag, a 32-ounce bag of frozen berries. Just boop. Got it from the freezer. Here we go. In my directions it says to thaw them. I have not thawed them, so I'm gonna pop them in the microwave for like a minute. You could have just poured them out and let them sit room temperature, but I'm always doing things last minute. So this is 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, 3 teaspoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Yes, there's cinnamon in both. And 1 tablespoon of whole wheat pastry flour. This is in addition to what you use in the oats. Okay, so now you're just going to carefully toss this. I'm doing this carefully so I don't get berry juice all over my shirt. Prone to do stuff like that. Just gonna want to, coating the berries. Gonna be going into this 9-inch square dish. Once you feel like they're well coated, floppity flop them straight into the bowl. I guess I have to eat these. Spread those out evenly. Now we're just gonna take the topping and crumble it all over the top. All right, that's that. So now this is gonna go into the oven for 35-45 minutes. It'll get all bubbly and crispy. All right, so the crisp has been in the oven for about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. Why I like the glass dish is so you can see the bubbling underneath all the way. So you're like, oh, okay, it's gotten hot all the way through. So I'm gonna let it sit here. You can also see lightly brown on the top. Not really. Doesn't have to be, just as you wanna make sure it's all bubbling up in there and looks kind of goopy. So I'm gonna let this sit for 10 to 15 minutes so that everybody does not burn their lips off as they eat it. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like scooped out. Okay, here we go on to my favorite part. It's all cooked. It's sat for about 15 minutes. I got busy doing something else. All right, so I want to show you that it's holding together. It's not just a blob. The flour binds it together, so it's more syrupy than just juice. I personally would serve this with some vegan vanilla ice cream. I am partial to the cashew milk ones. They're just nice and creamy. And remember, this is good for you. All these dark berries with the antioxidants that are so fabulous, whole oats, and remember we used whole wheat flour and no refined sugar. We used maple syrup and whole cane sugar. It's not super duper sweet. It's the sweetness of the berries, but the little bit of sweetness you put in there just bumps them up enough. And then your topping has sugar in it also, so it gives you that extra little yum. There's always a way to keep dessert in your life, is what I'm saying. And this is one of those ways. So make it anytime. You saw how fast it was. I would even say this is okay for breakfast. Like, what's wrong with that for breakfast? Pile it, give your kids a bowl of this and they'll be so excited, like, what, we get dessert? So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching.